My video cut out. I guess I'll have to do this in two parts. Sorry, fellas. I thought I had rectified that. Anyway, as I was just saying, steel is steel. What matters is whether the knife has been heat treated properly. There's a lot of companies out there that have a great reputation, make really nice stuff. Heat treat's not there. Not going to name names on companies. It's not a bashing video. Steel is steel. That's why I want to get a quote-unquote knockoff Trailmaster and run it side by side with my Trailmaster. This is a newer production knife. It's an 01, not Carbon V, not SK5, not Sanmai, straight carbon steel. The main difference between running a head-to-head, most Chinese knockoffs are usually out of some sort of stainless, usually 440A, 440C, somewhere in there. Who knows what they use. My question is the heat treat good? If the heat treat sucks, the knife's going to suck. Doesn't matter if you paid $100 for it or $5 for it. So, got a friend of mine who's going to be bringing me in that knockoff. We are going to do a side-by-side on it. Both knives out. Chances are it'll probably be late fall, maybe hunting season by the time I get that knife in, so you're going to have to be patient and wait for this video. But for now, enough of me kind of blabbering on. I kind of want to see what this is going to do. So we're going to do a little bit of light batoning, maybe some feather sticking, stuff like that, maybe a couple of notches. The edge geometry on the Trailmaster in 01 is actually quite nice. It's not overly thick. Not going to lie, I'm probably going to convex the edge, just because I like convex edges, especially for the type of stuff that I do. I like to have that extra thickness in there, and still maintain a very sharp edge as well. So, went and took my Laplander. Don't have the Silky today. It's in one of my other bags, and just going to do some light processing. So, just going to see what happens. $200 knife, fellas. Retail, anyway. This isn't any crazy hardwoods, just poplar, whatever I grabbed out of the wood shed here at the park. So, having said that, a lot of guys, when they go to baton stuff, they try and baton huge chunks of wood, blah, 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 and break knives. I have never broken a knife before. I have seen cold steel knives break right at the tang. Whether they have rectified that or not, who knows? But I have had a hard time breaking knives in the past. One, I don't beat on the handle side. Very, very rarely. And if I do, I'll be tapping it just to level it out. You don't need to go down the middle first. Turn this way. Why would I want to go down the center here, which is the thickest part, right? I'm making kindling. We're just going to start on the outside edge. The wood will eventually develop a split. Nice clean flat edge. The other big thing, fellas, is when you're picking wood to baton, don't pick the gnarliest shit you can find with all the knots. Pick through the pile, man. Get something that's not free. Yeah, sometimes you gotta fight with it, or you don't have wood in your area that's like that. But I see a lot of guys trying to like destroy these knives, cutting stuff they shouldn't be cutting. It's a knife. Batoning is not a great test of a knife. A lot of guys like to do it, but whatever. We're just making a couple of slabs for some feather sticks. Nothing crazy. You guys hear that split? Where the wood started to crack? That's about as far as you got to baton with your knife, fellas. Now you can simply take it, give the knife a slight twist, and split the shingle off. For all intents and purposes, that's batoning with a knife. You don't have to baton big wood. These are all half splits out of the park, so they're probably very well seasoned, because who knows how long they've been here. You know, but whatever. Not heavy work. Yeah, it's a big knife. It can probably do heavy work. You don't have to. And again, a lot of guys baton too much wood. They're just making some kindling, man. Notice how I'm not going top down? Don't have to. I'm inducing a split, and then I'm popping it sideways. One, why? Safer, it's faster, and it's more controllable. If you try and do this all the time, big blade, lots of room for slippage, bad, don't do that. Sometimes guys will take the knife and I'll drive it tip down like that and split the wood like that. It's another way that you can use it. I like doing that with smaller knives, actually. That way there's less stress on the blade. Okay, so baton's fine. Again, making feather sticks, I ain't thick. I don't need big feathers. Looks like a feather stick's fine to me, fellas. And this is a Bowie. Incidentally, this is factory out of the box. Took it out yesterday. Another technique, larger knife. Drive the tip in. Work in the belly of the knife a little bit. Find where the wood's going to... My bad. Feathers don't have to stay on the stick either. It's not a fashion show. You're just creating surface area. The wood's going to do what the wood's going to do, right? Good enough. Handful of those, you're laughing. I'm trying to get this all in because I think my video ends at 10 minutes here. Anyway, whatever. Notching. It's not a delicate bushcraft knife. So you're not going to be able to make ultra fine cuts, ultra fine carvings. And all this can be done with a mortar too. There's very little things that you can do with one knife that you can't do with another. It just takes a little bit different skill set, a little bit of patience.